So far, what we've discussed in these how to make money lectures, we've got up to the point where we've been talking about the flow state, which is what I believe this is how our business should start from. We should start with flow first. Who can write in the chat what flow is? Flow is being in the zone. It's having no thought. It's effortless effort. That's a good word. Flow, what we'll just say, is when you're doing something, but there's no thoughts whilst you do it. This is like an optimal experience of life. Usually you'll go through life with probably around 99% of your whole existence, of your waking existence, with bullshit in your mind. And when you think about it, this is actually your life experience. Your life experience is just what thoughts are playing in your mind or what emotions are running through your body. Even for deeply spiritual and religious guys who've been able to overcome this, masters of meditation and men who have merged into one with the light and whatever, deep things that these guys have got to. The thing is, even for those type of guys, their experience of life is still largely here. It's actually almost pathetic and laughable just how little being deeply religious or spiritual or meditating for 50 years actually changes your experience of life. It'd probably go to about 95% maybe if you're a master meditator. So your experience of life is just the thoughts that play in your mind and the emotions that run into your body. So when you think about the fact that most people keep these thoughts negative, or they don't ever even consider finding the work where there is no thoughts for, a few hours per day, it almost seems kind of silly that people would choose work where they're still going to have these negative thoughts. Because just the question I always ask, just type in 1 if you'd agree. If you put in about 8 to 10 hours of focused time and effort per day, you could probably get a reasonable amount of success in any sort of business model, topic, sport. Even if you're not very sporty, even if you're not very tall. If you practice basketball for 10 hours a day, every single day for 5 years, you'd probably get kind of good at it, right? And if not good enough to be some professional, probably good enough to teach it to other people and make a great living out of that. I think because a lot of us here, because we're on self-improvement, naturally we have this growth mindset. We believe that we can probably get success in anything, which actually makes it kind of hard because that makes, this picture here. When you believe you can get success in anything you do, then it's okay, well, how do you choose the thing that you want to do then? Here's all the different business models. Should I do agency? Should I be a YouTuber? Should I do drop shipping, e-com? It's very hard to choose them when you could do each and every single one. And so you keep flipping around, and this is, type 1 in chat. Is this your experience? You just keep flipping around your interests. Okay, which business model? Boom, boom, boom. This is where most young guys are. And so my answer to that is start with flow first. Start with the daily grind that you want. What this means is instead of thinking about the success that you want, think about the daily grind, the tasks that you actually would genuinely want to do today if you were already a millionaire. This is where we've got up to so far. So by this time, I'd like everyone to at least acknowledge one flow task they might have. Type yours in chat right now. I'll type mine as well. Mine is speaking. We're looking for a very specific task. So Elliot wrote art. I would say, okay, make it more specific. What part of art is it? Is it the drawing? Is it, I don't know much about art, but make it super specific. Make it super specific. So notice for mine I've noticed is specifically speaking. I don't say teaching. I don't say recording videos. I don't say being a YouTuber. What is the genuine, very, very specific part? That's what we want. Writing on my PC is a very good way to describe it, yeah. Ayush said learning. I'd make that more specific. How do you learn? Because it almost seems like common sense to ask this, but think about it. How do you, what is learning? You already know in your mind, but it's important that you clarify it, because if you go around thinking, okay, my flow state task is learning, 6 months from now, you might end up going down this tunnel that you didn't mean to, because you needed to identify from the start that your flow state task isn't learning. It's specifically reading books, or it's specifically like watching long, unedited YouTube videos or podcasts, and that's how you actually learn and stay focused. It should be super, super specific. So I wouldn't say learning. I'd say, for example, mine is reading. Can your flow state task change? Yeah, I wonder. I'm not sure if it would change. I think you might end up discovering new ones. I think if it would change, like if there's something that would put you into a flow, but it no longer does, I would wonder if there's some other issue popping up, like some, I don't know, diet or sleep or whatever like that. So we want to already have clarified our flow state task. Boom. Now we're going to start making some money. But first,